Hello viewers and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm called Emil, but you can call me Gem, that is Gem. So viewers, I pull you up to my channel because I wish to talk about one particular topic, something that is very interesting, that is about relationship. You know, relationship these days has been so much violated. People no more respect relationship terms. People violate the treaties of a relationship. You see, some people say relationship is a way of connecting with each other, a state of connection either by maybe by your blood, your family treaties, and the rest. So, if really we really cement our relationship definition and we know it is a way in which we interact with each other or the way we have some link with each other, then we will help to solve so many crises like the war in Syria, the DMZ zone in North and South Korea, Cameroon problem, you see, China versus Philippine problem, heart problems, breakups, heartbreaks in relationships, because all these relationships have been violated. We help to solve issues like divorce cases. And all these things comes because why? You see, our relationships, bilateral or multilateral relationship, we easily violate the treaties, the principles we had with each other. If we make a principle to still respect each other's own interests, we violate it. And when we violate it, there's rebellion. When there's rebellion, we start talking of terrorism, we start talking of cheating, we start talking of breakup, we start talking of divorce and the rest. But if we take into a real sense, because this is what I want to pass out, before we think of going into a relationship, we should try as much as possible to try to remove the pressures. Like for example, you were in a relationship because the first guy cheated on you, he dumped you. You are moving into another relationship, you start thinking like every man you see is a cheat, he's going to behave the same. No, please wipe off this pressure if you want to have a better relationship. And it's still the same thing also, like even with the war with terrorism. You see, everybody just believes that everybody that comes from Islamic war is a terror. Everybody that it is Muslim, that person is a suicide bomber. No, this should not be the case. Or people think like if you come from this group, you are that, you are bad, you are this. And those are the essence of racism, the way we connect with each other, the state of connecting. So we try to remove this pressure off our shoulders. You remove the pressure. You believe this person is unique. Let me try to look for some principles in order to connect with this person. Yeah, even between employees and employers. Because your first employer was so wicked and brutal on you, and because he was from another nationality, it doesn't mean the second will be same. No, they may be different. You see, so when we take off this pressure, we can better place something, another tips for a relationship. That is the second tip for a relationship, which is called strategy. We must have a strategy. If we don't have a strategy, what do you expect? You must fully define what you want. What do you want? What is the interest you are looking for? Because if you don't define what you want, know the interest, then you are going to lose. That's one thing. You are really going to lose. But if you define your interest, you define what you want, what you are going for, that's a pure strategy. And with this strategy, you can be focused. You can know exactly this is the type of relationship I want. You can't create a Facebook relationship and you're almost turning that Facebook relationship into a clubbing relationship. If it's an Instagram relationship, you know what you are going there for. Now, when you have a strategy, you move to the next step like, you should search for a relationship. It is you who know the type of relationship you want. If you want a relationship to always hang out, you know the type of people to meet. If you want a good relationship with your boss, you know the type of principles to discuss with them. If two nations want to create a relationship, they know what they will place on the table that is suited for their own interests. So when you have this relationship now, you have not to be somebody. You have to be something. Always encourage your own self. You must be cheerleader. That is your four tips that you can use in creating a good relationship. You must speak to yourself. You're a great guy. You're a great lady. I am beautiful and handsome. I'm a great nation. Our nation is great. We can move forward. My religion is perfect. I can have a good relationship with my God and I can move forward. You see, forget about the failures. Forget about where you stumble and fall down. Try just to encourage yourself to move forward. And when you encourage yourself to move forward, celebrate your successes. Some people never celebrate their success. No matter how succeeding they are, they keep like, I don't have time to go and celebrate this success. No, try to celebrate the relationship you have. If you have a relationship, create time for celebration in that relationship. Create time when you can appreciate that relationship. Because when you appreciate your interaction, your connection with somebody, you will appreciate that person like an individual. If another nation appreciates the relationship they have with the citizens of the opposite nation, we won't have wars. We won't have DMZ zones. We won't have that. We won't have some type of cross-border wars to be built by other people to restrict people. No, we won't have that. It's because relationships are being violated. Maybe somebody thinks you violate his own interest in the relationship. So everything goes bad. Everything is being ramshackled. That's the same thing even back in our homes. Maybe when our moms see like my own view of this relationship is being destroyed. You see the plates start flying off in the house. Our homes now become like an airport. We just get noise, planes land, some take off like that. You see, it's the same thing even in relationships. When a guy or a lady feels like this relationship has gone out of the principles we have, you see, it moves out of control. Cheating starts coming. So, share viewers, thank you very much for watching at Seen Me YouTube channel. And I would like to read about your reviews so that you know relationship is a very vast topic, so that we know what to tackle next for the best. And the first person, the first viewer to comment, that's the one I will give the priority to. Thank you very much. Bye bye.